Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're doing a very festive Thanksgiving glam, very warm tones. I love doing this type of makeup. I love doing more glam makeup looks for the holidays as well. If you like these videos, don't forget to give me a thumbs up so I know that you guys enjoy them. Of course, subscribe if you haven't already. Without further ado, let's go ahead and get right into it. Alright guys, let's get started. I'm so excited to be filming. I know it doesn't seem like it to you guys, but I was on a trip, so I did not film for 2 weeks. Those were pre-filmed videos for you guys. I'm back. I've got new hair. I've got new tattoos. I'm just a new person and I'm ready to do some really fun Thanksgiving makeup. Even if you don't wear a lot of makeup on Thanksgiving or you don't want to go this glam, sometimes I don't even go glam on Thanksgiving. I just really like to be inspired by the hues and colors and just play around, and I've always loved doing like holiday makeup. Even if I don't wear it on the holiday, it's just so fun to, like I said, get inspired by the colors and tones and just festivities of it all. So I'm super excited. I love doing videos like this. I hope you guys do too. I'm not gonna have any Black Friday or Cyber Monday specific videos out just because I feel like they can get a little boring. So I am just gonna use a bunch of products in today's video. I will put below if any of them are on sale, and I'll put any brands that I love that are having sales. So if you're interested, just check the description. You guys already know what products are my favorites, but I'll probably also put a little bit of like what I suggest from each brand that are having sales in the description. So I just want today's video to be super fun, and yeah, let's stop talking and get right into it. I have a lot of travel breakouts right now. I feel like that's kind of inevitable when I'm traveling. I'm using the Tatcha, wow, you can't even see that, Tatcha Silk Canvas Primer. This really helps us smooth everything out. Yeah, like I was saying, I always break out when I travel, no matter how clean I make sure my hands are. So, kind of just healing from those. This primer is so nice for under the eyes too. Alright, now to spot conceal, because I clearly have a lot of spots going on. I'm using the Ilia True Skin Serum Concealer. This is the shade Arrowroot, which is the lightest shade. This is like my natural skin tone shade. Just gonna dot this on all my little spots that I have. Then with this concealer, I like to let it sit for like a while. You get so much coverage out of it if you just let it sit. Anyway, now just going in with my sponge since that's been sitting for a while. And patting this in. You can use a brush if you want even more coverage, but this is just what I have right in front of me. For my foundation, I'm going to use one I've never used on my channel. This is the Tarte Amazonian Clay Full Coverage Foundation. This isn't considered clean at Sephora or anything like that, but this was my favorite foundation in high school. I was just like obsessed with it, and I've been trying to like not just buy things from like clean labeled brands and just looking at products that I'm interested in, checking the ingredients, and if I think they'll work for me, then I just try it. Just trying to be a little bit more open-minded, do a lot of like ingredient research myself. I don't really go on websites like EWG or anything like that because I just don't think their information is that trustworthy. So I really just do my own research, go to a bunch of different sources, and this really worked well for me in high school. I didn't get any breakouts from it. It does feel, it can get a little bit heavy on the skin and clog my pores like a tiny bit, but I didn't experience breakouts when I was younger, so I wanted to try it out again because I remember really loving it. And this is the shade Porcelain Beige. And this is a really full coverage foundation. Let me grab a brush. I've been really on the hunt for a full coverage foundation because I feel like a lot of clean foundations just aren't hitting the mark for longevity for me. So I'm trying to like look elsewhere and find something that's really good, especially for like a special occasion. Like you really want your makeup to look good and last a long time. You don't want to be having like a bad makeup day, you know? I'm just gonna start applying this with a brush and then use a sponge afterwards. This is like the perfect match for me. It's super fair. So the place that I do remember this foundation looking cakey is in the nose creases. So I just like to go heavy, I mean, not heavy-handed, light-handed in those areas. Same with my smile lines, just so there's the least amount of product in those areas. Okay, I'm gonna take my sponge now. Start to press this in. This is definitely like a satin matte finish. So if you have oily skin, I think you would really like the finish of this. I think it can cling to dryness a little bit, so make sure you're like really exfoliated and moisturized before you use this. So I'm taking what's left, I'm just going in with another layer. This is a really like moussey type foundation too. I just really like the coverage it gives. I'm happy with that coverage. For my under eye concealer, I'm going to use the Cover FX Power Play. I have the shade N Light 1. I'm just going to dot a little bit of this where I have most of the darkness. A little bit out here too. I'm going to go ahead and use my Real Technique sponge, blend that out. Again, if you guys are wondering what my favorite tools and brushes are, I have started linking them in the description below, so if you're curious, just check down there. Most of them are affordable as well. Next, to set my under eyes, I'm going to use my one and only Ilia Soft Focus Finishing Powder. I love this, you guys know that. I tried so many setting powders, like literally so many, and this is the only one that I feel like works for me for the under eyes. I was thinking of doing like a makeup collection slash makeup declutter. If you guys want to see that, definitely let me know, because my drawers need cleaning out and just getting to be a hot mess, you know? I'm just going to go ahead and set this down, making sure there's no creases before I do that. And I always bring this down sort of like next to my nose too. Set the rest of my face, I'm going to use this Hourglass Ambient Lighting Powder in Ethereal Light. It's like their super white one. Again, one of those products that I found instead of looking for clean brands, just checked. Why do I look so yellow? What is going on? Come on, camera. As I was saying, this is one of the products I found by, instead of looking for clean brands, just read the ingredients. And these actually have really good ingredients. They are talc free, I'm pretty sure. And I've just always wanted to try one of these and I never have. And they're really gorgeous. They're like, okay, what is literally happening with the lighting? Makes your skin look really nice and glowy and not flat. But the shimmer isn't super chunky where you can like notice it on the skin. Now that our face is all set, I'm going to use the Honest Beauty Dusk Reflection. This is a highlight, but I use it as a bronzer. Does it have blush on it? I don't have a lot of clean I don't have a lot of clean brushes because I'm just traveling, so I didn't want to use any of the ones that were like all in my makeup bag. Just bronzing my face up. This is really nice because it has a little bit of a sheen to it, but again, not too shimmery, not really detectable as shimmer on the skin. So many fun new eye products to share with you guys. I can't wait. I'm going to do some contour though using this La Belladonna palette. I'm going to take this super cool tone shade, only take a little bit of it, and just start that on my cheekbones. I'm going to do my jawline too, because I know I'm going to be eating a lot of vegan Thanksgiving food. What is your favorite food? What's your favorite Thanksgiving food? I think mine is stuffing, and I haven't had it in a really long time because I just haven't made a vegan one yet. But this year we're actually having like our own Thanksgiving, so we're gonna chef it up. Mac and cheese, stuffing, green bean casserole. What else? Vegetables, you know, basics. I'm gonna do some nose contour with that same shade, just with a eyeshadow brush. Alright, that looks good. For my blush, I'm going to use one of my faves, Juice Beauty Last Looks Cream Blush in Flush. Talk about this all the time. It's my fave. What are your cream blush recommendations? Let me know because I haven't tried a ton. Blush in general, actually. I just realized like I don't really have a lot of different blushes. Well, I do, but you know, I just have been wanting to try some more. Next for highlight, I'm going to take the Lima Pure Luna Loose Highlighter. I haven't used this in so long. It's a really pretty white gold. And I thought it would go perfect with today's sort of Thanksgiving color theme. I'm just going to take a little bit of that and a highlight brush. Use this fan brush from Eco Tools. I hit that on the cheekbones, a little bit on my nose. It's a really pretty more subtle highlight if that's what you like. I've been more into that lately. I just have so much texture on my face, like I feel like it really accentuates it if I use a super metallic highlight. I'm just gonna mist my face with this, I don't know how to say this, Omaravishka Budapest Miss, they sell this brand on Sephora. And then I'm gonna do my brows and then I'll be back for the eyes. All right, we're back and I zoomed you guys in. I have I have 3 new palettes to use today. I have the Persona Cosmetics Identity 2 palette, Lawless, the little one. Decided to pick this up and try it out. Dun, dun, dun. This Rowan Beauty, I got the Cool 52 Degrees eyeshadow palette. These are like cream powder. I don't know. They're really interesting. I know you guys are probably like, why did she get the cool one? She likes warm tones. I got this because I think it's kind of more unique to what I already have in my collection, and like that one's pretty warm tones, so I went with that one. Here's what the Persona palette looks like. So pretty. And then I think I'm gonna start with, yeah, I'm gonna start with this one. Just to set a transition shade, I'm gonna take this light brown called Loyal. These are really pigmented. I already played with these a little bit. I'm just gonna set this in my crease with a big fluffy brush. All right, switching over to the Lawless, the little one. I'm going to take this shade, which is a light warm brown. And I'm gonna put this right on the outer half of my crease. Just start to warm up this eye look a little bit. Now taking the deeper orange shade in here. Sort of doing the same thing, just building up some color. All right, now to start to intensify things, I'm taking this deep chocolatey warm brown called Brave. I'm gonna start that right on that outer V of my eye, essentially. I like to just like press it on and then blend it out so I get a really precise application of it. Now back to the Lawless palette, I'm taking the same deeper orange I used just to warm things back up. Now just to really deepen things up, I'm taking this deepest brown from the Lawless palette and then just putting that right in the very precise outer V of my eye. I'm just going into my lower lash line, probably with this, the other warm shade, and then the darkest brown. Now I'm taking the lightest shade in the Lawless palette to use as a brow bone highlight. And then we'll move on to the lid. All right, for the lid, you could definitely do like either of these goldy bronzy shades, but I want to do something a little bit different. I wanted to use this like really yellow tone gold from the Persona palette. It's called Unique. It's definitely very unique. It is a gold, but it's definitely very, very, very yellow tone. I just think it would be really pretty, really different, and really unique. And for this, I'm actually just gonna use my finger. And I'm gonna pat this all over my lid. Isn't that so pretty? Just taking a clean brush and blending it in with the other shades. I went back in and added a little bit of the Brave shade just because I wanted some more definition to make that color pop a little bit more. These are so pigmented, I'm like so not used to it. Even just the tiniest tap is like straight pigment. For the inner corner, going back in with that lightest Lawless shade. Just popping that in there. Top of the lid, I really want to use this palette, so I'm going to take this shade, which is called Basque, I believe. Just the lighter champagne one, and with your fingers, I think it's the best way to use this. It feels so weird. They're like a cream, but not. I'm just going to pat this on the center of my eyelid. Actually, just going to put it all over the lid, because why not? So it definitely just took away all that yellow. How do we feel about that though? I'm gonna go back in and try to revive it. All right, this eye's gonna be more glittery than the other one, and we're just gonna have to go for it. Go with it. All right, so I didn't really try these out too much. I'll have to include them in a different video. Keep a lookout for that. I'll have to use them on their own. I'm gonna do a wing liner. This is the Black Physicians Formula Eye Booster. So I ran out of my Pacifica one. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and do a wing. Of course, you don't have to do that. You could do a shadow wing. It'd be pretty either way. All right, I did a wing and I just used some powder foundation to clean up under it, so it's more of a clean shape. And then for mascara, I have a new one. This is like a new clean beauty brand. I'm gonna hope that's how you say it. This is called their mascara in the shade Black. So I'm gonna curl my lashes 1 second. And then this is also their eyelash curler, which I really like. And the color's pretty. All right, so let's try this out. Ooh, okay. All right, here's the mascara. It did get a little bit clumpy after the second coat. So I went in with this lash comb from Real Techniques, which is like a lifesaver. You can get it with some other of my favorite brushes on Amazon for like $5 or something crazy. So you just like brush through and it helps get clumps out. Really saved my makeup a lot of days. So you could definitely do lashes with this look, but I just really wanted to try out that mascara. But let's move on to our final step, which will be lips. I have new products for the lips as well. First, I'm going to start with the Eye of Horse lip liner in the shade Arabian Sands. I don't like these lip liners. They crumble on my lips. But for some reason, like, they're the only lip liners that I have. I just never buy lip liners. If you guys have lip liner recommendations, let me know. Oh my gosh, I got eyeshadow on my lips. Alright, now from Kosas, I have a new shade from them. This is their Vegas, which is called a True Neutral Nude, I'm pretty sure, which is so pretty. This is my first time trying Kosas lipsticks, and I'm really like the formula. I feel like the shade just goes with like every look. I do have dry lips right now and it doesn't cling too bad. And then you could obviously leave it like this or go in with the gloss. I'm gonna use the Persona Honey Gloss. This came in like a 3-pack. I think it's like a holiday set maybe. I'll link it below. But like it matches this perfectly. Alright guys, I think the look is done. Turn this pimple into a beauty mark. Top trick for that if you have a bad pimple. Yeah, I really like the tones. I like how the lips plays with the yellow in the eyes. What am I doing? I don't know. Okay, anyway, I'm gonna zoom you guys out and I'll see you in the outro. Alright guys, here's the finished look. I changed my lip to a Physicians Formula liquid lip. I'll put it in the description below. I was feeling a darker lip for this look, so you got 2 lip options in there as well. Thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy this, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Really helps me out, and don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Thanks for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video.